Welcome to my home. Today's an exciting day as I get to focus on cleaning and organizing my kitchen. On occasion, I'm ready for a job this size. Have you done this recently? I like to think I'm getting a head start on my spring cleaning. If your kitchen needs some attention as much as mine does, I hope you'll join me. This video is brought to you by our patrons and all those who've purchased from the Inspired by Nikki store. Thank you. I want to welcome you if you are new and invite you to subscribe to be inspired daily to make the everyday beautiful. You guessed it, it's a lady of the house kind of day, and today is a day off for the kids. They're actually not going back to school until midweek next week. Due to the virus and everything, they are just closing the schools, and there's also a really large number of teachers that are not present, and so, just staffing shortages. So, and then of course students as well. There just aren't many students in school right now. So we're just going to enjoy this time that they're going to be home, and we're going to start that by playing a game together. So we've actually been through most of the morning at this point. I look and I don't even have a watch. So it's 10:23, and I've already done so many things for the morning, but right now the kids are all waiting for me. We are going to play a game of Machi Koro, and then I have some projects that I'm working on that I'm excited to share with all of you, and then they can just have fun doing whatever they want to do today. So we just played a really fun game, and now I'm ready to get to work. I'm re-energized. I was feeling a little bit like I could have just taken a nap or something. I've been up since 4:30, so it's kind of late in the day for me. Before I forget though, I want to share this really pretty lipstick with you. This is from L'Oreal Paris, and it is called Saucy Mauve. It is in the number 560. So that's what I'm wearing right now, and it's my new favorite, my new go-to favorite. It just goes with so many things that I have, and I love it. So I'm going to take you through my list of things that I want to do today, and one of those things is painting an insert for this new desk that I got. Now, when I got the desk, I thought that I would be painting the desk. When I saw it I got it on OfferUp, and when I saw it, I was thinking, yeah, I'm definitely going to need to paint that desk, because I was thinking of putting it next to our bed as a side table. But then the more I thought about it, and once I got it in the room, I was thinking, no, it's not a good height for the bed, and so we won't go that route. And then I wouldn't want like a lamp at that height and then another lamp at another height. So still on the hunt for the perfect nightstand for us, but I want to show you this really pretty desk. It's a secretary desk. It's just like the half portion, and then I put it in the living room. I thought that the colors look so nice together, and sometimes I see certain colors and I just think, well, they're all right, but will they go? Until I get them in the space, I really don't know. I sit with it for a while, and once I got this piece in there, there was no way that I was going to paint it, at least not for now. And I love it. I think that it's just what that space needed, and it plays off of the darker mantelpiece, and then it's just good. It's a really good color. So it's darker than the sofa, it's darker than, I would say it's darker than the mantle as well, but it's just a nice tone of like a honey brown, but a little bit darker. So let me take you through my calendar, but this is going to be a project that I'm going to reward myself in doing later today. And what I had wanted to do, and what I didn't, yes, what I need to do, I should say, is I'm going to mix up some paint because I'm going to need a lot more than the little can that I got of this colored paint that I really wanted to use. Let me get it. I had gone to Bloom the other day with my mom when we went antique shopping, and oh gosh, I don't know how to say it. Svenska Blue, that's the name of this, and it's really pretty. We'll see if you can see it here. Svenska Blue, see that? So it's like that, it's very close to Robin's Egg Blue, and I almost got that one, but I got this one because I had a little bit more blue to it. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is mix it with the cream color paint that I have that is just a little too yellow for me, which is this chair right here. This I did in the cream. It does match this, but I wouldn't say that I want that all over the house. It's like just something that I would have in here. And then I had painted my storage cabinet, which is actually a jewelry cabinet. I had painted that the cream and I don't like it. So I'm going to paint that later as well. But before all of that, I want to get into the kitchen and clean that space really nicely. And then once I'm done with that, I will show you a tour of our kitchen. Let's go over the plan for the day. I'm filming a lady of the house, which is what I'm doing right now. I want to paint that desk insert and then clean the kitchen cabinets and drawers. Again, this is in no particular order, just things that I wanted to get done today and what I had planned. And then film that kitchen tour. So just like I said, and then this evening I would love to take pizza to my grandfather and just visit with him for a bit. So that's what Jorge and I are planning on doing, and he's also going to be cutting his hair when we're there. Now, I was able to do all of these things already. It's a bit later in the day and I'm ready to clean the kitchen. So, I mean, not too late. We're at, I think it's a little after 11 right now. And painting the insert of the desk is something I'm going to reward myself with after I get these things done. And dinner time, we're planning on 5 o'clock. Between 5 and 5:30 is when I plan on going to his house. So this last week I decluttered my kitchen and it feels so good to have done that. But now what it needs is a real good thorough cleaning, because I can see all the handprints and just everywhere where things were setting. Sometimes things get put away when they're halfway dry, and so then it leaves like water rings and stuff on the glass. These cabinets have been wonderful. These cabinets we got from Ikea and I just love them. This was like my dream kitchen and I still love it today. Sure, there are things that I would change, but that's not what this video is about. What I also enjoy about this space is cleaning it so that it feels nice to be in, and I can keep really good care of these cabinets because they've been something that I had wanted for years. So having glass cabinets can be tricky sometimes because your stuff is on display, and so that means that I have to be a lot more intentional about what I have just in them and the way that I organize them. Now I would say for the past, I don't know, maybe year, I really haven't cared and things have just been all over the place. That's kind of what happens when you have a family of 6 and everybody's in the kitchen cooking and learning and just helping and doing things, helping put the dishes away. You're going to have that. You kind of have to let go of some things at that point, or else you're just going to constantly be miserable. I'm only miserable sometimes, you know, just certain times I can get miserable, but for the most part, it's just, I just want help. So I don't know how long this will last, but I am excited to give you this tour. However, we're going to first clean everything out. We're just gonna clean it. Now you know that the whole time that I've been cleaning, that isn't cleaning out. That is just cleaning up the kitchen so that I can feel good about doing my work in here. I want to wipe down all the cabinets. I would love to wash this on top. This needs constant attention. The microwave, it's going to be a deep clean of this space. But first I want to clean the glass shelves that are within here. So that's going to mean I'm going to be moving things around and then putting things back. It's just going to be very involved today. Let me show you what I'm doing here. On these cabinets, they get a lot of just gunk that builds up right here on the ledges. So when you're cleaning them, especially if it's been a while since you've done like it, usually I'm just doing the bottom 2, but when I want to really do a good thorough clean, I will come up here, and usually, I mean, because of grease and dust and everything, it really settles in there. So me just wiping it like that is not going to allow it to come off. So I get a little bit of dish soap on my rag in a little spot, and then I just can wipe it clean very easily. It doesn't take a multi-surface cleaner, it doesn't take Windex. anything like that, but it comes off very, very quickly. And then I will just use another part of the wash rag, like on the back, and just wipe it again to make sure that all the soap residue is off. And then I take my shining rag right here for windows, and this is my Lewaks cloth. I just go over that with it, and then it is good as new. Nice and shiny, no real cleaner except for the soap. It's a rare occurrence, so we are going to take advantage of this time. I'm going to take you through all of my cabinets, all of my drawers even, and show you how I have everything organized. Well, like the main stuff. And then I do have a couple of little storage areas that we won't get into right now. Those are more, I just haven't gotten to those ones yet, so we won't touch on those today. But for the most part, I'm just going to show you how I have everything organized in this kitchen. Let's start with this cabinet right here. This cabinet has been completely reorganized. Right over here I have dessert dishes, and I also have a lot of pink depression glass over in my hutch. But I just brought in a few pieces here and there just to add a little bit of color to this space. I was getting a little bored with the clear and the white, and I still may do a few other things, we will see. But down below I have cups that everybody can reach, and then I often use these dessert dishes, so I wanted to have them in here. What I've been focusing on in my kitchen is just making sure that everything that I use frequently is at hand, like nearby, and not where I have to go over to the hutch to get those items. Now this is just decor. I mean, they're candy dishes, but I don't have anything in them, and it's just to kind of add a little bit of color. Now the cake plate that I had up here originally, I put over in the hutch. So like I said, I just brought a couple of pink depression glass pieces out here and just other pink dishes that I had to bring in a little bit more color. Eventually I might add some yellows, some blues, I don't know, maybe some greens, or maybe I just might change them out seasonally. We will see. Below that cabinet I have my fruit bowl and just some canisters. They have flour, coffee, I even have tea bags in one of them, and I have I think regular coffee and decaf coffee. Now down below that I have our utensil drawer. So this I know has a ton of silverware in it, but all of this was my Grammy's silverware and I wanted it, so I got it. And I just love having the variety, all the different sizes and everything, and we use, surprisingly, we go through a lot of this, but it's really great when we have family over and just, you know, we have everything that we need. Below that is the pot and pan drawer. So thankfully pretty much everything fits in here. that's like this. And then below that is where we just have a few, like some miscellaneous things, the mixing bowl, baking ware, and some reusable plasticware. These actually go in my picnic basket, but I don't have that in here right now, but once I pull that out in the spring, I'll need to put those with it. We have a cookbook for the girls and the toaster. This is our trash can, and then we have all of these, you know, all the wrap and sandwich bags, things like that in this hidden drawer right here. At one point, this was what I was using for towels, but I find that this space underneath our sink is much better for that. So underneath the sink, I have the colanders back there. I would like to hang them on the doors. That's something that I need to get a command hook for. I have the trash bags here, just dish soap and all the things that I would need down here. Also the sponges, extra sponges, all the towels in here, and it's been working out great. This is a pitcher that I use to water my plants, and so having it right at the point of use I think is perfect. Now next to the sink we have this cabinet right over here, which I reorganized. It didn't look like this past week. But I think that it's a better use of the space than how it was. I have all of the baking dishes up on top, serving, like a serving bowl here. I brought out some pink depression bowls, and then I had donated some of our bigger bowls that did match this set, but they're just very clunky, and I was ready to donate those ones. We have some other bowls and plates, and so I'm just trying to kind of stagger the colors, but having the pink in here just brightens it up in my opinion. Right under that is the dishwasher, and then we have the spice drawer right here, as well as the spot for oil and vinegar and syrups. So just, you know, all the messy, sticky things I think that this is a really good place for, and it's pretty contained. Before I had it in one of the bigger drawers mixed with other things, but I really like having all of this right here. There's the cabinet that nobody needs to look in. And then turning around here, I have all the serving dishes that we use, like when we're getting meat or salads or anything like that, right over here. So I don't have to go to the hutch to get these items, and they add a bit of color to this space. I also like to have just my teacups, and then you know, my tea set for when I get hot water. I often take hot water out to my mom's house to enjoy tea time with her, and so just having that right here and available is really nice. And in the evenings when we are going to have dinner, I always have one of the kids get a pitcher of water to bring to the table. So having that down lower I think is really good, and then it's just accessible and here for us to use. And then if I have a little snack or something with tea, I have little plates for that. Right under this cabinet I have some extra metal utensils hanging. These were taking up a lot of space in the drawer below, and having this here is really nice. I was using this for my teacups, but I just found I didn't like having all of the teacup plates stacked, and I just wanted everything to be together instead of having to sift through a stack of plates to match them up. And then I was going to donate these, but I ended up pulling those back out. I really like the design of them, but I had multiples. But still, I think sometimes it's nice to have a couple of those things at hand, and just something, you know, where you can reach it quickly. And then, of course, the oven mitts right there. And this is nice because you can just bring out, your oil and vinegar and your salt and pepper. This is for some jam, but I've actually been using one of these in my office right now. I have some water in there so that when I need some extra for my ink, I can just quickly pour some. But this has just been nice to bring to the table or anywhere that I need the salt and pepper and other things. Now beneath that, this is our utensil drawer, and it's a mixed mesh of a lot of things. But this was pretty much as good as I could get it, especially with our limited drawer space. So I pared a lot of things down from here, and I just like how all of the tongs have a place, the beaters, just things that I liked grouping everything together. I have measuring cups over here with the, measuring spoons, scissors, just all the things that we would need in here. Moving on down, we have this another spice drawer. This is just the spices that we need to, see all the labels of and everything. Some extra salt and pepper, onions, bread. Self-explanatory here. Just some items that are used often. And then we have pantry goods that I decanted. I've had these since our old house, and I really like them because it helps keep everything fresh, especially those items that you open. Popcorn, pasta, rice, beans, and we have pancake mix. These are like the Parmesan croutons, so no breading or anything like that, just the cheese. And then we have panko crumbs, things that I use often. And in here, these are just some crackers that are low carb. And I crushed up some of the crackers because when I make the what is it called? Parmesan encrusted chicken, and I use that on it, I started using the crushed up crackers that are low carb for myself and for my mom and my husband, and that is really good that way. So we don't use the breadcrumbs for us. And then over on this side, I have all the cereals. Clean vent hood, so that feels really good to have done now. We are coming to the end of this tour. Let me tell you, it is pretty late. It may look like it only took a little bit, but this took a long time today, and it is tea time. It is 3:30, and I didn't even get to paint yet, but that will be just later on this evening after I go to my grandfather's. So let me tell you what I did over here. Up on the top, I have a serving tray and then a square baking dish. And then my favorite part are these new dishes right here, which I've already shared, but I just have to go on and on about them because this has really eliminated a lot of the clutter that we had with, with dishes that we were using for leftovers. So we don't often have a lot of leftovers, but when we do, you want to have something that you can, put a lid on, and that is the perfect size, as well as this right here, the square one. I have two of these, so two of these and two of those. One is being used right now in the fridge. Some measuring cups. So this is kind of like the baking section, although I do have more baking dishes over by the plates, but this is just what I often reach for when I am baking. Everything is pretty much right here. All of the mixing, nesting bowls. Right under that, I have the wooden spoons and the spatulas, even this cute little baby one. My watering pitcher right here. I don't really use this one, but I love using this one because it's just lightweight and easy to water things. And then right under here we have medicines. So this is a little bit newer that I did this, but they have been kind of a headache to try to organize. Eventually I might get some things to separate all of these in here, kind of like these right over here that I got from Ikea. I would like to get something like that over here, or just some plastic containers. I'll have to play around with that, but it's just nice to have a place for vitamins and medicines and something that everybody can reach, because it's just something I like to have for us. So that was my tour. I hope that that inspired you in some way. I'm looking forward to painting later on today, but of course I want to go and visit him. Oh, but I am going to have tea, like I said. Yes, tea time with my mom right now, and we're done in here. But something I did not share with you was this beautiful trivet. I had 2 trivets from our wedding that I just got done donating, and I've had them this whole time because I've never been thinking about going and buying a trivet. I don't often see any that I really care for, so I guess that's another reason why it just never occurred to me in all these years to buy one. But when we went antique shopping, we found this, and I love it. And on this stove right here, it's very sensitive to temperature changes, fluctuation of temperature. So I have to, if I'm going to like take out something that I'm baking, I have to set it on something, or else this thing will beep constantly. So I just keep this right here, and then I have a trivet. So that's it for this section. Let's get on with the rest of the day. Then I wrapped him up and was holding him like a baby, and she goes, "You need to hold him on the side, you know, so that it doesn't hurt his back." And then I was holding him, and he's just a little baby. And then she wanted to hold him. But he's just so cute. Yes, he was. I was thinking maybe I should bring out some of my...
That is a rat. That is a rat. And it was right. That is a rat. He's getting a drink of water now. Oh my gosh. Alright, get your camera. Get your camera. I thought I heard something. I thought I heard something in the garage. And now, that means it's under my house. Yeah, okay, come back. Just come back.
It's now evening. We all just had dinner, and I am going to attempt to paint this. I don't know how I'm going to get in between all of that, but I am trying to mix up the paint right now and see what this comes out to.
I got a cool movie I think you'll like.
What?
Inception. That's a good movie.
I know that it's really hard to see the colors, but I'm thinking that this is going to have a little bit of green tinge to it. So I think that it will mix well with the desk. It'll just give it a little bit of color. moment of truth. And hopefully I won't need any more than this amount of paint. Alright, yeah, it's like really, yeah, it's more of a green color. It covers well. Probably won't need this much paint. And it's got to dry quickly because I have to turn this to be able to paint the rest of it. So I am currently loving this color. I'm even walking around the house seeing if there's something else that I want to paint with the rest of this. I am going to have to do 2 coats. I already put 2 coats on some of these areas, but I might do another one after I turn this over and paint the other side. But yes, this is just a beautiful color to me. And I think it'll go so well in that desk over there. It's supposed to go right inside there. So tomorrow when it's daylight, I'm going to film a little bit just to have some overlays here. But I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to clean up the kitchen and then just get ready for bed because I am ready for bed. The fire is dying. And I'm ready for bed. But first, of course, I have to finish this. And then the good thing about this kind of paint, though, is that it does dry quickly. The downside is how fast you have to work with it. So I'm just, I want this to dry quickly so that I can, you know, get everything cleaned up, especially the brush, and put everything away. And hopefully be able to put it in there. Good morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning and I wanted to share with you what this looks like in the light right here. So I just think that this adds so much to this little area and I love the color of this table as well as the way that this turned out. It's a very light green color. It actually matches this, let me turn down the brightness here. It actually matches this pillow right here. So the greens look really good together and just as an accent. And I love all the little cubbies and, you know, it's just a beautiful piece. Definitely something that is more my cup of tea. And I think that it looks so much better out here than the white table did because there was just so much white out here. So it breaks that up and it adds some warmth to this space and it actually looks really nice with the mantle in my opinion. So as you can see, it's very close in color. For this space, I'm envisioning something taller. So something that would go pretty tall. It could be mirrors, it could be, you know, maybe some thinner piece of artwork. Not this right here. I'm going to be using these for a gallery wall, but I still haven't decided. I obviously haven't come across what I would put there, but I think that that is a really nice place for a desk, especially because when I write and stuff, I like to sit over in this corner, and sometimes I just want to have a little table that I can put something on, so being able to fold that down is nice too. Now, I had washed some of the pillow covers, so I'm very inspired to put these on today. Very motivated to do that because it ties in more of the greens into this area, and then everything isn't so blue. So I just love the softness, and it looks a lot better to me than the red did. I feel that it really plays well off of the other colors that I have, such as the curtains right here and just this little minty vase right here with the flowers. It brightens things up. I'm actually considering changing the cushion covers again and maybe not going the route of the piping around, just because that, I don't know, it's a lot more involved to do it that way. And so this year I might be changing this out again, because I feel like the color, it's not that it clashes, I just feel that a little bit lighter of a color would look nicer in this area. Yes, I just feel like it would make that space flow so much better to have lighter chair cushions. I realized last night that I never ended up going over my list of to-dos and my top goals. So I was able to complete all of these things that I had set out to do for the day, and it felt really good. The best feeling was going to visit my Grumpy and bringing him some pizza and just visiting for a little bit. Filming the kitchen tour. Now I'm ready to put the majority of this video together. Cleaning the kitchen felt amazing, especially after having decluttered it, and then painting the desk insert. I pushed through how tired I was last night and did that, and you know, just the way I was feeling didn't last very long, and I was so happy this morning to go out there and see that in the morning light. And so I did film the lady of the house. And then one of the things that I love about this planner is that I still get goals and an hourly schedule of sorts for the weekend. And so when I have certain things planned, it's just nice to break them all down. I have filming a handwriting video that I would love to just accomplish first thing. If I can get that done first thing, then I will feel amazing for the rest of the day. You just have no idea what that makes me feel like, to get like a video done and that I'm happy about, which is a big reason why I've started releasing some of the videos that never made it over on my Patreon channel. And because I do this and then I don't like something about the video, and so it feels like a really big waste of time. So I just want to get that done. And then I have a call with Lisa, one of my patrons. She's a leading lady, and so we get to talk for an hour. And I'm really looking forward to that first call with her, and then having lunch with my mom. We were talking about going before the call, but I have a feeling that it's going to take me a little bit longer to film the video. And yes, it can even be like a 10-minute video, and it's still just, I don't know. I want to be positive about it. So I will revisit and let you know how all of that goes. And then later today, I would love to just focus on editing. So it's a big work day for me in a way, especially because it's a quiet Saturday and I don't feel like going anywhere. I just want to get my work complete, so early in the week I feel good and I'm able to focus on the kids, and you know, just we have a few appointments to go to, so it's just something I need to complete today. So I am just over here at this little desk enjoying the sunlight that's coming through, but also my mom was just in here. She is going to be coming back in a minute, but Jorge started a fire for us. It's kind of chilly in here. I filmed a video today, got that done. I just let my mom review it because it's a video I feel like trashing, of course. And she said, no, you have to post this. I don't know why I feel like that, but I just do. So what I've been doing is I've been painting. I think this is the perfect painting desk. I'm gonna bring all my stuff over here and then it won't have to be on my other desk area. I think I just messed up my lipstick. And the lighting is perfect right here to paint in. And I got an order for another bookmark, so I'm doing that, but I'm just kind of, I'm waiting to make a phone call. I'll get you out. I'm waiting to make a phone call to my leading lady, which is Lisa, this month, and we will have our conversation. So first to paint, and then I have about 20, it's 11:34. We have a call at noon, so I am just really looking forward to that, and I'll let you know how it goes. I had such a wonderful day today, and especially with chatting with my new leading lady, Lisa. She is just wonderful, and I look forward to more chats with her. So I'm going to show you what I was able to do today, and then we're going to close this out. I am on my way to the post office right now, so that's why I have this with me. And I received this order earlier today, and this is just a bookmark that a loving daughter is getting for her wonderful mother for her birthday, and so I hope that she enjoys that. I filmed the handwriting video, I called Lisa, and then I just got back from having lunch with my mom, and I edited this video already, but I still have some B-roll to film, although I don't know if I'm going to film that later today or if I'm just going to focus on that tomorrow or Monday. But I do have B-roll to get. If I don't do anything else today, it's completely fine. I kind of just want to relax and just do some things that would be nice and fun for me. So it probably won't be handwriting, but I would love to just paint a little bit more. When I get back from the post office, I plan on having tea with my mom, and we're not going to outside just because it's a bit chilly, but I do want to have some tea with her. On our way home, we got some fresh new teas and different ones to try, so I'm excited to try those and just enjoy the rest of the day. So thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you enjoyed this Lady of the House video and enjoy the rest of this series as it comes each week. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye everyone.